And then another question, because I've gone through this 2 audits 2 years ago.
Dang, that's some unluckiness right there.
Yeah, I've had so much so many.
How did they go? How did they end?
It's still not done.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if I should be saying this publicly. I haven't filed in 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, because my guys were like, don't do it.
Okay.
Until it closes the case. So, anyway, I don't want to talk too much on that, but
audits take a long time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Audits take a long time,
And
that's something that most
people 8 months too, and that's
something that most people don't know is when an audit happens, it's just not a matter of you just sending back over what the IRS auditor wanted you to send over so they can validate what they were questioning. With the IRS, you're innocent until proven guilty. So if you start sending information over to them and you don't have proper representation, they're building a case against you using the information you're giving them.
And I noticed that because the IRS agent would call me and he'd be act so nice. He'd be like, "Hey man,
so nice.
How are you? How you been? Listen, I know you're a young kid. You just made a lot of money and you probably don't know what you're doing. Just tell me a little bit more about your story."
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, this guy's kind of So I remember the first time he reached out, I hung up. I called my lawyer. I'm like, hey, I was on the line with the IRS. This is that. He's like, yo, call your accountant, bro. Call him up. And he's like, yeah, don't tell him anything.
Nothing.
So I give him power of attorney, and he's just been handling the whole case.
Yeah.
But he actually, it's funny because he came back at me with he said that he gave me the maximum penalty that I had for my bracket just because he felt that my things were unorganized. So we've been disputing that.
Oh yeah, you can. You have a one-time penalty and abatement. So what this is if you're ever in a situation where you pay the IRS late or you owe on your taxes and you don't pay them on time, you can do a one-time penalty and abatement. All the penalty fees and all the interest fees, you can wipe it away, but it's only once in your lifetime. Really? So if you're somebody that's self-employed, or even if you're a W-2 and you get into a situation where you file your tax returns late or you owe the IRS, use the one-time penalty and abatement and remove all the penalties and all the interest fees and just make sure you don't do it again.
Yeah, nobody knows this stuff.
Yeah.
Is it one of those things which you would recommend to someone don't do it until you're
high net?
Yeah, super, super up there.
It depends on the situation, right? Maybe you're in a financial hardship. Maybe it's a COVID type situation. You're going to be filing your returns late and, your business is suffering and you weren't able to apply to get the EIDL loan or the PPP loan because you didn't know how to do it correctly. And now you filed your tax returns late, plus you owe penalties, plus you owe interest fees, and you're in a financial bind. I would tell you there's no time better than now to use that penalty abatement and interest abatement if we don't know what's going to happen next year or the year after that, right? You can only control the situation.
Will it affect your credit at all?
No, it does not affect your credit.
So it's not like a bankruptcy?
No, it's not considered a bankruptcy, nor is it reported to credit bureaus.